Oh man, sometimes I think we just have too much fun here at the Lifetime Athlete. Coach Jay-Z with you today, and this is programming for the Training Tribe. That's our online training and group coaching community. It's way more than a group, it's a team, and we've got each other's back. We have tons of fun and we get results. If you're not already a member, please consider joining us. You are welcome. Okay, so for this week, which is the week of January 11th, Monday, January 11th, we are continuing to work on our agility block. And as you saw, we've got some jumping in there. And one of the things I always like to say about jumping is it's one of the best representations of youthfulness and athleticism and elasticity in the body. However, it must be scaled and done safely and appropriately for each individual. So find whatever height works for you for the jumping that we're going to do, and that's what you should be doing. We've got an A and a B split this week, and the goal would be to try to hit 2 to 3 times for each session. So if you did the A workout on Monday, the B on Tuesday, and so forth. But just do what you can. These workouts are still continuing to be somewhat brief and use that micro workout methodology that we're using in the winter, and should be a lot of fun. I think you're going to get a lot out of it. So without further ado, let's get right on to the exercise demonstrations and discussions. Okay, as we get started here in workout A, your prep or your warm-up is going to be using your light kettlebell and doing some kettlebell swing snatches. So you'll just lock up the hips to the wrist and swing down and then bring that kettlebell into the overhead rack position. I'm doing a few reps on each side to give you a demonstration, but you've got all the information in your member programming document to be doing about 2 times 30 seconds on each side with this movement. From the swing snatch, you're going to go to your heavier kettlebell, and then you're going to perform simply a figure 8 exercise. And what you'll notice with the figure 8 is that it is a triplanar movement where you're going up and down, side to side, and also managing some rotation or rotary force. This one is a great way to warm up and activate the entire body because you're working and managing position, posture, space, and movement simultaneously. You won't be going as rapidly as I am because I'm just kind of doing a demo blast through as I sometimes do because I like doing that. And now we go to the landmine. And so setting up your landmine, you simply put some padding in a corner and take the plates off one side of your barbell. And because this is hashtag can do country, hashtag create the win, hashtag no excuses. You can do that with a broomstick and your kettlebell at the end of it, wedged into a corner. You can also do that same setup and use your tubing anchored behind you to provide the resistance. So it can happen, and it's a wonderful exercise. Doesn't beat your body up, easy on the joints, lets you go through a fairly full range of compound function. The exercise that follows the asymmetrical stance squat press is now the row. So you're going to straddle the row or straddle the bar, to perform the row. And you want to use a strap of some sort. Here I happen to be using a strap with handles, but you can use an old belt or a towel. Again, there really are no ways that this can't be performed, and the towel helps you, keeps you from hitting yourself in the crotch first of all, but also just gives you a little bit more range of motion and excursion for that retraction movement. Now, the kneeling unilateral press. So that's a half kneeling position, and I'm using a little bit of kind of rotation and winding. So I'm committing to the downward side and pushing up and across midline. And again, what a wonderful core activation with this movement. In fact, the tip with all of these things would be to really work on trunk engagement or core muscle tightness. Toit like a tiger, if you get my drift. Okay, moving on to workout B, and this is a great way to warm up. Just kind of doing a low to high compression and expansion movement with the body. So you've got your elastic band anchored low, and again, great way to wake up. We'll also be doing 2 times 30 seconds each of that, but I know you've got that in table and text form as well. Then we go to this movement, which we have done before as a lateral lunge, but we're really emphasizing now the lateral lunge and chop. So quite a bit of commitment to that outer position, and a big rotation and chopping motion through the upper extremity. Again, great activation, and also again, working in, helping us to manage all planes, primarily frontal plane, but we're also getting some sagittal and transverse in there. Hey, no quiz, guys. All right, you get that done, and then it's time for really one of my favorites, which is a mini-me. Walking lunge. And so load your backpack, sandbag. I just put a 40-pound sandbag in my backpack. Doesn't have to be very heavy, as is in my case. And that front load really helps to keep you nice and tall with the spine, the trunk, and also a good quad load as you motor along in your walking lunge. You'll be doing 2 rounds of 20 steps each, and who knows where I went. Perhaps eventually I'll come back the other way, see the shadow. Yeah, here I come. And so this is a great one. It again, even with that light 40-pound weight, I was feeling it by the time I got to the end. And as my buddy Sammy would say, get on your bad motor scooter and ride. Okay, now we're looking at jumps. So we've got that jump combo. It's the approach, box jump, and then the depth drop and stick. So again, just make your heights what are feeling safe and good for you and what you have available, and just work on that elasticity. Finish up with the sprints. That's 5 times 5 seconds with big rests. And what you'll notice here, this guy's 70 years old, showing some excellence what a sprint looks like. It's not minutes of ugliness, it's just seconds of excellence. And that is a sprint. You can do it in any mode if you don't want to run. Just be explosive and safe. And hey, you are amazing. You're awesome. You're T-licious. You are T-licious. Thanks so much for being with us today, and good luck with your training this week. Hit me up in the forum if you have any questions, and hopefully I'll see you in our masterclass. Coach JZ signing out.